Hey, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by, family. So today we're going to be drawing Santa. And wait a minute, before you get crazy, I can feel it coming. We're going to twist it around and we're going to turn Santa into our own personal character. His name will be Saint Claus. I thought that would be a perfect take on some of the human aspects of Santa and some of his more mysterious aspects, if that makes sense. We're going to blend them together and add our own spices. So this Santa Claus, or Saint Claus, is a reflection of how you look at him. So no matter what you are, he's going to be a similar version. So if you feel some type of way when you see that, well, he's a reflection of you. So, you know, don't feel no type of way. It wouldn't make no sense. So if you want him to be a different ethnicity or race or, you know, class or gender, he fits into what you see as a representation of who he would be. So think of it as a creature with some kind of mystical abilities, if that makes sense. Also, the biggest threat from him this year will be obviously the COVID pandemic and a lot of the injustice of the world that's been hit this year. So he will have to have some kind of combat system about that. Also, you'll see throughout his outfit a lot of anti-COVID stickers and things like that, because you know what? It's not fair. It's definitely not fair what's been happening to so many families and the devastation it's caused. While also his social injustice version of him is how he's a reflection of you. So if you see certain things which are positive in others, that will be also reflected in his view and how you'll see him. Because it's all about sending that proper message, but also understanding that everyone is different. So you can't just push one group to the side and try to highlight another. We got to see the value in everyone and putting us together as a whole, not just as singular groups. So thank you guys for that. So this is our perfect opportunity to make our own Santa. And I know that's a little confusing, but let's just put it like this. This is a cool Santa. He ain't just a typical heavy guy. He's been working out a little bit. Yeah, buddy! You know, this Santa's been seeing a lot of things that's happening in the world and he wanted to send a message. So he started working out, if you know what I mean. And up there at the pole, time works a little slowly. So he was able to get in a couple more reps, push-ups, planks, you know, squats. He been in the gym a little bit. And I wanted to show that, you know, transformation is important to me. And if you feel like there are certain things that you want to work on within yourself, never be afraid to work on them. And if you don't find people who support you that's around you, find a new group of people who will support you. The internet opens up a lot of doors and it gives everyone the opportunity to be around the people they want to be around. So if you're a person that's going through something this year, find the help that you need and the support that you need. And those can be two different things and they can also be the same. So make sure that you're around people that's going to definitely push you, but also make sure that you're going in the right direction. Even if they don't agree with what you're doing, they might not understand your dream, but they support you enough and love you enough to see that it's going to help you in the long run. So make sure you're around the right people. And also you're going to see this is a more modern take on Santa. If he's this dude that has to carry all these gifts and do all this and do that, he's not going to be the heaviest guy on the block, if that makes sense. He's going to have some muscles. And my style characters are a bit more muscular, so this is a more slimmed down version of how you'll see some of the characters or superheroes in my stories. But St. Claus is a part of the story now. I can't tell you guys where, but let's just say there's a group of mythologies and opportunities that's going to take place. And hopefully when you guys see the comic and the series that we're working on, it all comes together. The best thing about something like this is you really get to test the old understanding of the North Pole and Santa's house. And if you think about it, how can he have this little house with all of these elves and reindeers running around helping him get gifts together for the year? He has to have some kind of factory or some kind of big location. So what you're going to notice is I'm going to draw him outside of his new home or his new castle, his new factory, where you're going to see some technology around it a little bit. You're going to see some industrial feelings of it. And I just really have fun with it. This is an illustration I want to bring to you guys because I knew it was more exciting and I was able to add something to the conversation for what's happening in the world this year, but also making something that's cool and it fits the time of the year. You know, the holidays, the Christmas, the snow, where everybody, you know, they love each other. Hopefully everyone's loving each other. Well, I hope so. So some of the ideas that I thought was, if he's a character, I wanted to blend him between a character from the Boondocks.
Okay, first of all, you can wipe that look off your face. Now, I might not be the toughest dude, but I know I can kick a...
Think about it as a character with powers. And he's a lot more physically attractive version of the Santa that we know. Mrs. Claus is going to have to be a little more attractive too, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to need just anybody. He need the right body, the warm body, because the cold is in the North Pole. This is him, You hear that? You hear that? Okay, if you know what I mean, that rubber dub dub, okay? A show like The Boondocks has a lot of different storylines in it, a lot of comedy. I'm not gonna lie, there's some graphic depictions of things, and there's some things that I don't fully agree with, but I definitely love the premise of the show, the characters, and the idea of pushing the narrative, but also understanding that there has to be change in the world. And sometimes we only see change when it's a radical view, or when things are done in a radical way or a new way. So I want to give my own take on what's happening, and hopefully the next year things will improve as quick as possible. People will be able to get back to work, provide for their family, spend this time properly. The craziest thing is there's so many people that have to be home this time of the year, but they can't really be around their family like they'd like to because of this pandemic. So just think about the irony. You're not working, so you think people will be more together, but unfortunately you get both ends of the sugar cane, if you get what I'm saying. It's like one thing after another. But what I did notice is, as a people, we are very resilient. As a country, as a nation, as a world, we are extremely resilient, that we didn't allow something so devastating to push us in a direction which aren't who we are. And we've been able to come together, and we've been able to share stories and support and love, and we've been able to find happiness throughout this hard time. We want to make sure that we're doing our best, and we're bringing that joy and happiness as much as we can. So thank you guys so much here at Rosastudios. We definitely appreciate you guys for stopping by. Remember, give St. Claus a little bit of love, because you might actually see him a little more in the future, whether on this channel or not. Make sure that you finish to the end of the video, like the video, share the video, comment down below how you feel about it, and what is your favorite thing to give around this time of the year. Also hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, be a part of the community. Make sure you're watching these videos, because they bangers. We got bangers coming. And sit back and listen to the music. those who got a chance to stick around to the end, we definitely appreciate you guys. Click on one of these two videos here, and we'll catch you over there. All right, see you in a second.